Hello guys, welcome back, or I'm back in this channel. It's been a long time since I was in a mood to film or edit any of the videos that I did. Probably, hopefully, three trips actually have already been out there. It might not make sense for some people that why I put them out, even though it's been a long time before. But for me, YouTube is kind of a collage of memories that I do for me and for my family to see, and I wanted to share them. Anyway, if you want to go, you can check them out, not there, I don't know, somewhere. This is my room. It has changed a lot. It's green now. I will show you all about it in another video, but beware that this has been a very slow process. It hasn't happened overnight. Like, I started redecorating the room last November and it's now September. I have a few finishing touches still that I want to do, like the frame, the artwork for the frames here that you see in the reflection. But other than that, I think I'm almost finished. And I'm really happy with the result, honestly. But I will show you that in the other video. Now, the main point of this part of the video is to share with you the books that I tend to read during autumn, my TBR, as I've seen it's called. And here we have the picture of Dorian Gray from Oscar Wilde. Most of us are, I think, are aware of the story, but not exactly with the plot. That was the case for me. But I joined a book club, and this was the book that they were reading, so it was the right opportunity for me to start it. I do like it. The 2 chapters that I've read, I do like it. It's different from what I'm used to, because the language that it's used in this book, it has been written 100 years ago. It's different, but I do enjoy it. It's beautifully written. Anyway, I'm excited for it. I'm hopeful. Next we have Dracula, the original, the story that we know, we've seen movies, but I've never read it. And I wanted to read this book with this accompanying it. I think this writer is the nephew of this writer. This is Dracul. I think it's the original story that inspired Dracula. I might be completely wrong, I haven't read it. Do not remember what's in the back, and because I've already spoiled, let's go back to Dorian Gray, and something that I learned the hard way, and a girl from the book club told me, actually, in the classics, because I haven't read many classics, same on me, but anyway, they have this introduction, right? It starts here, and it does say, beware, it's full of spoilers. That's the meaning of the warning, but I didn't pay notice, and there is this introduction that it's exactly that. It says the plot with spoilers, and I started reading it and it kind of ruined the plot. I already knew, but not so much detail. Anyway, I'm not about to do the same mistake, so I'm not reading anything for these books. I know Dracula, okay, but I'm not sure about Dracul. I've seen this book being mentioned from another YouTuber whose name slips in my mind, but I will definitely link her YouTube channel below, because she talked more in depth for this book, and she was the one recommending. I saw it from her, honestly. Next we have, you're good, Wuthering Heights. Honestly, I'm not sure about the story. It's another classic. It's another book that I've heard but don't know anything about, and I saw that many people had it in their recommendation for autumn, so I wanted to give it a go. I have some beautiful editions of classics that I got from a newspaper, or I think it was Alone. No, it was Alone. The first one was with a newspaper, but the other books were Alone. Like, I have, they're like that, they're a special edition, and I want to read them someday, all of them. But there are stories that don't really pique my interest, and I think it's not bad, but I want to read them. Like, I want to have the knowledge of these books because they are the pillars. I'm talking big words, of the literature as we know it today. Anyway, and last but definitely not least, we have Babel. It's from RF1. I started it when I got it in 2022, and I stopped reading it because if you read anything from this author, which if you haven't, you must, my Poppy War, The Poppy War, it's one of my favorite books. It's the one that got me back into reading, and as I've said, if you've read anything from this author, you will know that she can break your heart and make it into pieces. And I stopped reading it, Babel, in a point that I was 90% sure that something bad will happen to the main character. I might be wrong, I don't know. I didn't have the courage to find out at the moment, but I think it's perfect for autumn. This book, it's placed in Oxford, but Oxford not exactly as you know it, because I don't know, I haven't been there, but magic exists, a beautiful system of magic, a very clever system of magic, and I think it's the perfect book for now, and I'm really excited, even if it doesn't show, to read it. But I'm also very scared. I'm very scared because if you read this and this, you know what I'm talking about. It's so bad that I haven't finished the series. It's 3 books, The Poppy War, and I haven't finished, as you can, I'm just in there, here. I've read this and I stopped because I was scared. Yeah, I was. Anyway, these are the books that I hope to read this autumn. For me, reading goes through phases. Sometimes I will read really quickly many books, and then I will stop for like 2 months. I don't know how autumn will proceed, but I'm hopeful. I have a plan. I have books that I want to read now. It's not like, let's see what I can read, and I will tell you how it will go.